Hi, my dears. So, we are right in the middle of eclipse season. And eclipse season can bring a lot of very intense energy. Can bring a lot of endings. A lot of chaotic energy. And can be painful. Even if we don't meet all of this with resistance, it can be really painful to have these endings happen. I've just been trying to stay grounded in remembering that the planets and the universe and God always have my best interest in mind. So anything that reveals itself to need to go during this time was meant to go. I have an itch on my back. I'm gonna take care of that. Because that's what was meant to happen right now. Just trying to stay grounded in the knowledge that the universe always has our back. And there can be a lot of really tough tower moments that happen during this time, where things that were maybe built on unstable foundations start to disappear from our lives. And of course, that can be very painful. You know, I was just looking at when the last eclipse season was, and I believe the last lunar eclipse happened on March 13th or 14th of this year. And then the solar eclipse happened on March 29th. So it really helped me, and it might help you to look at what was going on in your life around that time. Any themes that were coming up. I know that looking at my calendar and thinking about what was going on in my life at that time really gave me a lot of hope for this eclipse season. This might be a really good time to engage in whatever healthy grounding practices that you have. Epsom salt baths, spiritual baths, yoga, moving your body in healthy and supportive ways, staying hydrated. Just like keeping things really simple, getting enough rest, feeding yourself well, hydrating. Just to keep things simple and do what we can. Take care of our bodies. And I just, I pray that this eclipse season is healing and beautiful and magical for you, and any changes that occur are absolutely for your greatest and highest good. And that maybe it doesn't feel so heavy all the time. I know I've been crying a lot, releasing. Strength reverse. So yeah, really grounding in ourselves like I said, keeping things simple, like doing what we can, controlling what we can control. Ace of Swords reverse. Not trying to think too much right now. We are an integral part of the universe, but the universe, the divine forces, don't need our mental interference with this energy. For me, I've noticed that it only really brings me down a dark rabbit hole if I try to get too up in my mind in this time. So if we can stay rooted in our bodies, I believe I've heard one of my beautiful friends has been saying that, the Virgo season is all about the mind-body connection. And these Virgo, Pisces eclipses kind of represent the spiritual balance with the physical. So there are probably a lot of themes coming up around those areas. How the spiritual interacts with the physical and otherwise, vice versa. But yeah, I think you'll find a lot of strength in coming out of the mind right now, because this is not logical. This is not a logical time. This is the forces of the universe. These are deeply revered times. You know, the ancient people highly revered eclipse times as times to not go outside, not really talk to people, not really be around people. And an astrologer that I really like mentioned that we shouldn't be manifesting during this time. We shouldn't be doing rituals and trying to enforce our will on this energy, because these planets are aware of things that we're not. And if we try to get really in our mind and list out and write and try to enforce our will on this this time and this energy, I think it's just going to serve to get us really confused and overwhelmed and full of anxiety, really twist things up for ourselves. So yeah, just like trusting that the universe has your best interest at heart, having a lot of faith that what is being shown to you, everything is reversed. Yeah, really quiet time. Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Tower reversed. Yeah, there's really a message here about releasing resistance, because major, major, major life changes are at play here. And I feel a little weird, honestly, making a video right now because I have felt a big pull and inspiration to be really quiet during this time to the best of my ability. But I wanted to make a video because I wanted to try to hopefully convey some peace and comfort during this time, because I know that it's been tough for me. I've been crying on and off for the past few hours, and even since 11/11, as I look down, even around and before the lunar eclipse just now, some really positive endings have happened and positive new beginnings have happened. But I can tell this eclipse season isn't done with me yet. We are co-creators with the universe, absolutely. We are part of nature as human beings. We are part of the universe. Of course, we are divine beings. But we were given these minds, we were given these brains and an ego. We could talk for a while about what that all might mean. And I think that kind of gets in our way sometimes. I know as a Gemini, I spend a lot of time up in my head. And sometimes it can really get in my way of experiencing what the divine has for me. For the last few months, over and over again, I've made realizations such as I convince myself that I don't have something, or I convince myself that I want something, and it's out there somewhere, and then over and over again I realize, I already have this. You know what I mean? I make these realizations that the divine has already given me everything that I need and everything that I want, but I can allow my human brain to really obscure that. So the message here is listen. Get out of the way. Quiet down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Ground yourself, ground your emotions, ground your body. If you have it available to you, go put your naked feet on the earth. Stay hydrated, eat really healthy, grounding foods. Get enough sleep. Just keep things really simple right now. Don't overcomplicate these things for yourself. And if it becomes clear to you that eclipse season is asking you to let something go, and you're not ready, or it hurts, this might be a really good time to lean on your spiritual practices. But yeah, there's definitely okay. There's definitely a big focus on coming down out of your brain and into your body. We have the Four of Wands with the Four of Wands reversed with the Six of Wands upright. So this feels like a message of hope for what we have to look forward to, which is a renewed sense of clarity around joy and love and success, that perhaps this eclipse season is going to clear away a lot of false beliefs, a lot of false connections, a lot of things that weren't built on healthy foundations or purity or divinity. And what we have to look forward to, because this is not going to be forever. And if we approach this season with the right mindset, for lack of a better word, with open intentions and trust, rather, the universe doesn't do things to torture us. We have a lot of opportunities right now to really learn about ourselves. Learn, why am I holding on to these things that I know I shouldn't? What in me is making it really hard to let this go, this pattern, this person, this wound, this habit, this addiction. So that you can really move into your purest form of success from a place of grounding and spiritual safety and homecoming energy. This is homecoming energy within, inside yourself. That's such good energy. Coming home to yourself, your true self, your highest self, your healthiest self. So I just want you all to know that, you are absolutely not alone. I am here. Riding these waves with as much grace and dignity and kindness as possible. And I just want you all to know that it's going to be okay. And it's not only going to be okay, it's going to be peace and love and joy and magic and a balm for your soul when this work is done. And of course, as long as we're on this journey of life on this planet, there's always going to be deaths and rebirths. There's always going to be eclipse seasons. There's always going to be deeper to go in this healing journey, more to learn about ourselves. But eclipse seasons can be especially intense. And we're in this together. Just wanted to send you all some Reiki. I'll see you soon.